Hi, it's me. Welcome to the stream. Um, Today we're starting a new game. It's gonna be real fun. Because we're starting a new game, and that's pretty dang cool. Anywho. I I didn't want to. I know I said that I put like a Sonic on the schedule for today. But I didn't really want to go back to Sonic Unleashed today. I apologize. I'll try for Friday or Thursday or Friday. So today, instead, we're starting MySims because that was the very first, as the title says, that was the very first Wii game I owned. I owned it before I owned a Wii because my parents couldn't find a Wii. The Christmas they got MySims for me. And they got Madden 08 for my brother as their first Wii games. And so we just had to deal with that. With not having a Wii, but having Wii games for a few months. And then eventually we did get a Wii in like March of 2008 or something. So you know, this disc is over 15 years old. Somehow it still works. I was worried it wasn't. I checked to see if it worked, and it does. And I was gonna try to find a very legal copy of the game, but it involved downloading torrents, and I don't really know how to do any of that stuff, so I was like, no thanks. Just doing it with the regular old console. Oops. There it is. Yeah, at some point I'm probably gonna have to change the batteries because last time we checked, Uh, it was at two bars. It was at 2 bars for games and such, and that's not good. This up a little bit, see if that helps at all. Yeah, it's at 2 bars, so that's not great. But welcome. Welcome to MySims. Let's get into it, shall we? Yeah. Alright. Turn that down, that seems a bit too high for me. Yeah, we'll watch. There's 2 intro cutscenes, by the way. There's 2 different intro cutscenes. We're gonna watch them both. This is somewhat similar to this, but not quite. Also, the unfortunate part about the Wii port is that it has very, very bad load times. So, a lot of this playthrough is going to be sitting around and waiting for stuff. Which is unfortunate. But, we'll get to meet all these characters at some point. Hopefully. These cutscenes will always play when you start up the game. But you can in fact skip them, so it's like whatever. Tonight we got some Sprite with us. Love me a good Sprite. And it continues to tell me to connect the nunchuck, even though I have the nunchuck connect. Okay, there we go. So I don't have a. I didn't realize I didn't have a save file on this on the Wii U, so I have to. Where is my? There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh. Yes. A little bit finicky because my cursor is kind of. My center bar is kind of off in the corner of. On the corner of the desk, and I have to deal with that. Yeah, we got a lot of fun characters here. This is kid-friendly Sims. That's really. Well, actually, it's more like. Think of. You know how there's the Happy Home Academy whatever thing in Animal Crossing? This is that, but for the Sims instead. I'm going to be having some issues with the whole fact that I have to deal with the Wii remote sensor bar being in a weird spot. Yeah, I played this game on my original Wii. I played this game on the second Wii that we had. Now we're playing it here. We're going to name the town. I didn't really have an idea for what to name the town, so we're gonna... I don't know. I don't know. Character. Or character. Let's name it Morgisborg. Morgisborg. Does the game let me? Yes. Right. Yes. Morgus. Oh. That's not weird. That's okay. Morgisborg. Hi there. I'm Mayor Rosalind P. Marshall. I'd like to tell you the story of my town if you'd spare a minute. It's a pretty unique town to tell you the truth. This is how Morgisborg used to be. Full of life, personality, and happy Sims. Everything in the town was so unique and suited the many different tastes of the Sims who lived there. This is all thanks to a special resident who had the power to use essences to build all sorts of great things. One day, the famous builder of Morgasborg mysteriously left. Nobody knows where he went, but the town began to change. Sims started to move away. From what I hear, there's somebody who has the ability to build up essences. Apparently, they're coming here to Morgasborg to help us out. I can't wait. I hear they might even be coming in on the next train. I wonder what they look like. Loading, this may take a few moments. By a few moments, they mean a lot of moments. This game chugs. Tip, when you're making something in your workshop, don't be afraid to build outside of the blueprint. Here we are! Oh, okay. Point at your Sim's hair, face, or clothes and press the A button to change how they look. Press the B button to cycle backwards for your choices. Use control sticks to rotate your zoom and to zoom the camera in and out. Here's our Sim. We can change them to look however we want. I have in the past made them just look like me, so I might as well make them look like me again. But yeah, ooh, this game can be a bit... This game can chug a lot, so... If it looks like things are suddenly stopping and freezing, don't worry, that's just how this game is. Sometimes you might want to see your Sim from a different angle. Move the control stick left or right to rotate your Sim. Yeah, we can pick whatever we want for the Sims. Whatever kind of face we want. You have quite a lot of options here. I think typically, yeah, you typically go with that one, I think. You have different mouths. We'll go with, I don't know. I go with that one. You do eventually get more options later on once you unlock certain people in the town. But it'll take a while. You can also change their skin tone. Of course, I go with the tan one because I myself am tan. We go with the black hair because that's what my hair is. It's black. I think this is the exact hairstyle I used to use when I played this game in specifically middle school. Not middle school, and it'd be more so high school? I don't know. I got this game when I was still in elementary school, actually. This game and me have seen some things. Oh, good lord. I recognize some of these hairstyles for sure on different NPC Sims. And the outfits are all just one whole outfit. You don't get a whole lot of clothing options. The majority of the game lies in the building that you can do. Oh, character creation, my beloved. There's a lot of outfit options, but wow, is there oh goodness me. Oh boy, a lot. And if I click too fast, then it starts doing the little loading thing on the top. Because it doesn't like when I click too fast. Okay, go back then. Pick him up ups. I guess we'll just go with this one for now. I mean, I could go with oops, I was going the wrong way. That was what the problem was. I could go with this outfit or this outfit, but I don't know. I let's go with this one. Oh, and here's something fun. If you spin, Sim reacts and then they get dizzy. we also gotta make sure we have my patented famous glasses, so I can actually see. Gotta maneuver my arms. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think that'll probably be close enough. We can also randomize things. We can add face paint. Oh right, I forgot. If you click on a certain part of the face, I think you... Or is it just the face paint? Might just be the face paint, actually. Hang on. Yeah, it's just the face paint. You can also change the voice. Select the voice from the buttons on the left and adjust the pitch using the slider bar.
A Fubi. Yep. Nerka. Yags.
Siva. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Chuna. Tulujude.
Idoba. Nodi Sorp. Eldino. Nerka. Uh-huh. Dukesa?
Zani?
Dishay. Zulib. Weeb. Zulib. Oh.
Yeah?
Tribla. Zani?
Maybe a little bit high.
Corgi. Weeb. Dag.
Alright, another name. Really gotta find a better way to do this. Ugh. Alright, let's get on out of here. There we go. Got everything set up. Oh. Yeah, see, it just does that. The game just does that, and I have no control over it. It just does that. Trying to think of where in my room I could put the center bar so I don't have to continuously mess up my arms and hands. Welcome to Morgisborg. Go to town hall and let Mayor Rosalind know that you're here. And cutscene. Boop. Hello. Yeah, there's people here and there's a lot of places to build things. Empty lots. Here we are at Town Hall. So they'll explain in a bit more detail. This is Town Hall, where you can usually find Mayor Rosalind. Let's go say hi. So you move around with the control stick, interact with items, face them and press the A button. Use the control pad to move the camera around. And those are the big ones. There's Mayor Rosalind. Hello. Talk to her.
Dorni. Dala Fumi. Dormama Q?
Elizabeth and Suki, welcome to Morgisborg. We're so glad you decided to come here and help rebuild the town. Have you filled out that resident registration form yet? I'm going to need to file it before we move you in. Sometimes there are multiple interactions available on an object or sim. Just point at the interaction action you want and press A button. a lot harder than it looks because if you move off of it, then it goes right back to the original one, and I have shaky hands sometimes. Give the form.
Vis, Afaru.
Vadish.
I am legally able to be here. Fantastic, delightful paperwork. Oh, I love paperwork so much. This looks great. I really can't wait for you to help rebuild the town. I've heard you're great at that sort of thing. First things first, I'm sure you're tired. Let's get you settled into your new home. Follow me. Then she leaves. And you have to leave as well. And then she's going to take us to our house. Our new house here in Morgisborg. Well, this is Morgisborg. As you can see, it's a little run down. There aren't too many people living here. That's where you come in. I know you'll be building it back up into its former glory in no time. Let's go check out your house. And cutscene. Yeah, this is a very simple Sims game. Very cute, very small. We'll meet that guy later. We'll meet the girl that was over by the flowers as well later. But right now. Whoops. What? Oh no, there's no house here. How embarrassing. Well, you're a good builder, so let's try building it now. And this is your first assignment. Build your own house. There's only like 2 things you need for the house. This is your workspace for your house. You can stack blocks here. That's 2 stories high. Oh. Point the block you want, press the A button to pick it up, then move it to the workspace and press the A button to put it down. And lift things up and put them down. Paint mode allows you to point at the things you've built and change their color by pressing the A button. When you're done with the house, press the done button. But don't forget the door. Yeah, literally all you need is a door, is a base and a door. But we're going to make it a little bit fancy. That gets rid of things. We can make it bigger, smaller. We're gonna put this down here. Put this down here. This. Wait, hang on. Okay. Move that back a bit. Move that back a bit. So you can place various items based on what they are. You can change the color of your house in paint mode. I like this color, so I'm not going to change it. I think it's fine as it is. We can change other things in the house. Yeah, it's literally all you need. All you need is the oh geez. All you need is the door, and that's about it. Click on different elements of the house and press the A button to paint it different features. Press B to cycle backward, as with the character creator. We're gonna make this white door, I guess. White door. Oh, white door. Oh, where's my cursor? Alright, back to build mode. You have various windows. Not that window. This window. I forget how you duplicate items. I don't remember actually. Duplicate stuff. Well. Oop. What I meant to do? Well, it's a little finicky at times when it comes to putting down stuff, for sure. I can make it bigger, but I'm not going to. I don't feel like doing that. Actually. Put that down. And then rotate this. Make it. And we get to paint it. A little bit too big? It might be a little bit too big. Oh well. Gotta make sure the colors there match. There we go. We can add some roofing details, like dormers. A little bit fancier. Yeah, just one maybe. Oh! And one on the other side. We can have some roof layers. I don't remember what this thing is. I see now. Can't put that anywhere. That's important. Put a weather vane on top. Don't worry about what those mean. We'll talk about them later. We can also put down some columns if we so desire. But we won't right now. I don't feel like doing that. And add some ground stuff. Like, put in this action. Put a gnome on top, why not? These guys here. Make it fun. Make it funky. Wall flares. Alright, we can put some wall stuff on as well. I don't feel like doing that. Alright, let me paint these guys up here. Oh! No. Ah, shoot. Correct. Some objects you can't paint, like these guys. You can't paint the accessory things. Can't paint those. No. I think that's it. I think that's a relatively okay house. It's small, but you know, we don't need nothing big for our adventures. I don't think. Wow, that's quite the house. You really are a talented builder. I hear your real talent is using essences, though. Not just anybody can do that. Essences are found all around the world and be used to build things by Sims like you. Let's go check out the town garden and see essences in action. Now she will lead us in another cutscene to the town garden. Got some more folks. We'll meet all these fine friends soon enough. Here are some red apple essences. You can plant them in the ground to make more red apple essences. There are more red apple trees. Round up 10 red apples, then come meet me back at Town Hall. I've got something exciting in store for you next. So I've got 2 red apple essences. So we go to the Wii remote. We use the Wii remote and we shake the apples from the trees. Point at the tree, press the and hold the B button, and then give it a good shake. Grab the tree, and then we just shake it, and you get plants. You can also water the plants to get essences faster. Spawning a tree will cause it to grow more and bear fruit. It will also heal a damaged tree. Yeah, if you water the tree, you get more essences. Ow. I'll let that grow for a bit. Oh! This tree is looking a little bit thirsty. Looks like it's dying. Poor tree. There we go. Have this one. This one's got yellow blossoms in it. Oh no, the red apple tree just stuff. Oop. And not right now. And we've collected 10 red apples. You can check your inventory by clicking the backpack. Now you can just hit Town Hall. You can also click on the map if you need help. So here's the town map. And look here, and we can set a marker. The interest wheel tells you how the personality of your town is developing. Right now, there are currently 6 folks living here. We got myself, Violet, Patrick. You have the hotel, Poppy's flower shop, and the town hall. And we will eventually get more. We have 9 lots for us at the moment, but that will change. And you'll see how. We can also put flags to show us where we need to go. And this shows... These correlate to essences. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Now let's get a few more fruits and such. Yeah, the other options when you look at a tree are to fertilize it and chop it down, both of which can kill a tree. So be careful. Please do not try to kill trees. They are trees. However, when you have a dead tree, all you can do is chop it down. Yeah, chopping down a tree releases all the essences. It also allows you to harvest light wood, dark wood, and dead wood essences, depending on the type of tree. So we got a bunch of dead wood essences out of that, because we chopped down a dead tree. We can also do some other things, such as, we can sit here, and we can, as the little thing says, we can sleep until night. We can nap there, we can sleep there. Oh, we can do a lot of kind of stuff. There's a lot of context sensitive stuff. We can splash in the fountain. It's, you know, like the like the types of things that, you would expect from the Sims. You can interact with objects and stuff. And have your little Sim do things with them. They're fun. I was talking and... God dang. Okay, cool. I am so glad that OPS decided, no, we're going to not do that. Yeah, aside from talking, you can be nice, be mean. These also give essences. Yep. Any interaction you can have with a Sim or an object will give you an essence. Not every single one, but a lot of them at least. Great! 10 tasty red apples! I've got just the plan for these essences. We'll use them later to build something for the town hall. Hey, did you know we built you a workshop where you can do your handiwork? I'll go show you. Follow me. I don't know why the game doesn't, like, take you outside as well. But it doesn't. We have to exit ourselves. It just doesn't have that power, I don't know. Again, this is a Wii game, so... Huh? Oh dear, not again. Looks like we get to build a workshop too. And here comes the workshop. This is the place where you will spend all your time. Don't forget to add a workshop sign before you finish. This is where you will spend all of your time creating stuff. You'll be making so many different things. I'm going to make my workshop beautiful. Let's paint it. So it's like, yeah, it was that color. Oops. Yeah, the good thing about that is that if you have something that you just painted that can be painted the same color, it'll automatically go to that color instead of you having to click through it a whole bunch of different times. That's fun. Anywho. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oops. Alright. That's really all we need. Oh, we could put down columns. This would be fancy. Yeah, fancy. And then we put this on the outside of the house. Make sure people know this is a workshop. Put the door in. There you go. We're gonna put some windows on the back. And I think we're gonna paint the. Let's start painting these columns. Can we paint these columns? Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's all of it. I really like making my own builds very symmetrical when I really don't need to. Are you anyways? Oh, yawning. Hello. How exciting! I can't wait to see the things you'll make in a workshop like that. Now let's make something simple to get you started. Everyone needs a comfy chair, right? This is your workspace. Build an object. Fill in the ghost image of the object with building blocks from the ground up. Find the block you want, press A to pick it up, then move to space and press B to A to put it down. When you're carrying a block you don't need anymore, simply press B to get rid of it. When you're finished, click the done button to put the object in your backpack and return it down. So we have to start from the ground up. This means putting these down as need be. What button? Not that button. Slide under mode off, slide under mode on. No, which button is it? It is? Not mine. Not that button. Is it? No, I think I have to press something else. I think I have to press something wall, something that, but I'll be darned if I don't know what it is. It's technically all you need. As long as you get the sparkles covered, then everything else is just whatever. But we're going to build the whole chair. I feel like we need the whole chair. Oh, you can't paint it yet. You can't paint the chairs yet. That's unfortunate. Well done. Let's just go drop it up in your house. Now it's nighttime because day passes by very quickly around here. You actually don't need to sleep, unlike in actual Sims. You don't need to sleep at all. But you can if you want to make time pass by quicker. For various reasons. Place or move furniture in your house. Press the Decorate My House button in the lower right corner of the screen. This button right here. Oh, and that one's really fast because we're already in the correct room. Pick up and drop objects with A. While holding an object, you can put in your backpack by pressing the B button. Place an object made, click on the backpack, and then place it down. So here is our current home. It's not the best. It definitely could use a little work. Maybe I'll work on it at some point. Probably not. I never really did work on my house all that much. I worked on other people's houses, but not my own that much. Placing it down very carefully. Bad. Pretty space is kind of hard to move around in sometimes. I can't really zoom in here either. I guess I'll have to do. Brilliant! That's how you redecorate your house. If you want to make a new object in your workshop, you need to have its blueprint first. Here are a few blueprints to get you started. Feel free to run around town and say hi to everyone. Come find me at the town hall later. I may have a job for you. So we now have blueprints. We can use them in your workshop. You need a blueprint anytime you want to build a house. Now would be a good time to save. Just press my button and select save. And this is a manual saving game. This is not a, does not autosave because this game's from 2007. Yeah, here we are. Here's our brand new chair. We can sit down in it. Wow. Ain't that something? Anyways, our house is kind of lame, so we're gonna leave. Now we can go around and either go ahead and meet the other people in town, or we could do something else. Might as well meet some of our neighbors. Oh right, if you pass by every single building, you'll get a different song. Here's one of our neighbors.
Wagaluchina kua, atada kua, eh?
Hey there, sport. Name's Pat. I've been living here in Morgasborg for a while now, but it sure has been harder since all the restaurants closed down. Someone's gotta eat. Playing sport. Hey, I hear you need at the town hall. You might want to see what old Roz wants. He's the mayor, after all. Yeah, I'm going to go to the mayor later. Shush. That's right. There's not a whole lot here, but he certainly likes his apples, and I believe that's chocolate cake. That's also apple. You can interact with pretty much anything, and you can like do this, have a snack. Doesn't affect anything. It just makes things fun. Apparently, sometimes you get essences from it. Like I said, pretty much any interactable thing you can potentially get essences with. Like, if we try to make a cake here. Potentially get essences from that. You good, Pat? Or we can try making some pasta, see if we get some essences from that. Or soup, I guess? I don't know what that is. He's having a hard time there. Anyways, we're just gonna leave now. That's one of the villagers. I say one of the townies here. Where's the other? Oh. Got some essences here. After a certain point, the essences will in fact disappear. So you need to make sure to grab them before they do. Okay, here's the next townie in town. The other two we probably won't meet right now just because they're in places of business rather than actual houses. He has a bed. Like somebody else in town. You good, ma'am?
Ezo blurf. Ye blurf?
Greetings. I am known as Violet Nightshade and I live here in Morgasborg. I believe that Mayor Roslyn has requested your presence at the town hall. That's all she has to say on the matter. Yeah, game's trying to reel me to go into town hall. There's a lot of things you can do in this game. It's fun. Here's the hotel. We'll come here later. Oh, we can sniff the flowers. We can also destroy them or pull them out. I'm not going to do either. We're just gonna leave it. Oh, here's a tree we can chop down. Some more dead wood. Up on that. Up on this. But certain things to happen later. If I want to plan if I want to plan like another what do I call it? another tree I can. Here's some more of the empty lots here in town. Spaces around here. Lots of various empty places. Here's where we first came from. And then over here is the flower shop. Yeah, we're not gonna go in there because that's a place of business, and I just don't feel like going in there. But here at Town Hall, we are needed. We're still in tutorial land after all.
Lubalosi. Fork and tank. Oh, Fringa.
Are you busy, ma'am?
Gasha bevo.
Yeah, I know.
These weave.
She's on the phone. Yes. You just interrupt her.
Lubalosi.
I just will check out her Town Hall while she's busy. Little thing. That's kind of neat. I don't believe you can build that. There are a few objects that you cannot build that are just like stuff that you get gifted sometimes. That's one of them. I think I may have to interrupt her phone call. I don't mean to be rude, but and our first request. Thanks for coming. I really need a podium so I can practice my important speeches. Here's the blueprint for it. We need 4 red apples, and it's a podium. We get the blueprint for the podium, and we're going to build it now. Got our first task, so we have to go to the workshop and build the podium with the red apples. Finished, bring it to the town hall, and give it to her. Now we leave. And this is pretty much the entire gameplay loop. You build objects for folks in town, and then you come back and you hand those objects to said folks. And that's the majority of the game. The game might have been quiet. I hope it hasn't been super quiet. Get in. Now we work on a task. Select the task from our list here. And we built this. There we go. It's all incredibly simple and intuitive. So intuitive that even a 9-year-old can play this game. In building, you can use essences in 2 ways. You can either paint mode to add color or patterns to your creation, or you can grab them from your backpack to use them as like blocks. Use the arrows buttons to cycle through different block kits to find the blocks you need. Now the thing about this particular... Okay, no, wait. The podium is actually 4 blocks, so we're actually good on that. But some items do require essences that you do not have the right amount for, or the right amount of blocks for, so then you have to improvise. See how you can fit the essences into the build, even with everything. So we're going to, okay, choose here to paint with essence, and click on the block with paint with essence. That one's filled with basic colors. You can use it return essences, and just paint them random random wood colors. Yeah, this is the palettes. These are the actual essences. So we have deadwood, yellow blossom, green apple, and red apple. What we need to do is paint with the red apple. We're going to make this pretty simple. They all come with 2 different patterns. Those are the apple patterns, and 2 different solid colors. So we're going to do solid colors. Get easier on myself. And this is the interest wheel. By adding apples to the podium, you've made it tastier. Sims that like tasty things will like the object more. Yeah, that's what all these mean. There's 6 different types of, I don't know if it's traits, but like preferences, I guess. Like, there's cute stuff, there's geeky stuff, there's studious stuff, there's spooky stuff, there's tasty stuff, and there's fun stuff. So, depending on what you're building and what you want to use, it'll be more of each of these traits. And all the Sims also have their preferred traits that they want in general. Like Pat was a tasty Sim, and Violet is a goth Sim. They prefer tasty objects and goth objects respectively. And now we head back to Mayor Rosalind. Sims that have, what's it called? Sims that have public places usually have a combination of two different traits. So for Mayor Rosalind, she likes tasty and studious things.
Norfly.
There's, here we go. Here's the give stuff option. Now we have to place this object somewhere in. Since you have some essences, why not try decorating with them? Click on the paint mode and decorate the walls and floors with the essences. But if I don't want to right now. Now we place down what we have in our fancy backpack. Podium. Now we just place it down. Here? Okay, there's the Sim. Oh, Suki, it's perfect! Now I can practice all my important speeches. Here, take my personal chair blueprint as a token of my thanks for a job well done. And now we got a blueprint. Sometimes Sims will reward you with blueprints when you make things for them. Also, for completing all my tasks, I'd like to give you a present. Here is a potted plant. You can use it to decorate the inside of your home if you like. I bet if you help other townsfolk out, they'll give you presents too. And now we got a plant that we can use in our house, if we so desire. Or we can use it in other people's houses. It really depends on the person. Yeah, please. On the line. Thank you, good lord. Howdy. Yeah, it's mostly studious stuff here, but there's a bit of tasty and a little bit of fun here too. Yeah, that's the first task done. And we're still in tutorial land, but we're getting to the really fun part now. Where you get just a bit more freedom. You did such a good job with that. Why don't you check on Poppy and see if she needs any help in the flower shop? He's back on the phone again. Okay, so I'm gonna... Now she's happy about her podium.
Oh, Tagsy, Nipobo, Vazar, Michiwab, Utandre, Mayap, Genjisa,
You're doing great, ma'am.
Nabui, Tibi Snuts, Esabizo, Ubino, Tagsy Pogo.
Alright. Oh, okay. So now we gotta go to the flower shop. You have to go to the flower shop to help with the flower shop owner, Poppy. Here we are in the flower shop. Very cute, very, very bright colors. Lots of bright colors, actually. A little bit pastel, not too much though. And she's asleep. I need to... Okay, but I need to talk to you?
Beezer, Garkizo.
Can you make me a flower stand? I'm running out of room for my pretty flowers. So she needs a flower with 2 happy essences, which we haven't gotten yet. So we need to get those.
Zim.
You can collect happy essences by being nice to other Sims. Isn't that awesome? Now we gotta be nice to her.
Babu.
Be nice. Be nice. And there we go, happy essences. Now we can leave. And work on her little thing. Up, up, up. let us go here, back over here. One of the unfortunate parts about this game is that there's no fast travel. You have to walk everywhere all the time. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but I can live with it. I live with it 15 years, I can live with it for 15 more. Alright, so there's also sometimes the issue where there's too many blocks, and you only need so many essences. Whatever it is you're working on. It really all depends on what the object you're making is. It's almost never an exact amount of items for each area, for each thing you need to make. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Okay. Alright, now we gotta paint with 2 of the happy essences. I'll put in 3, just to put a little staircase area. So these are the happy ones. Slide a little bit. Make these all yellow. And then let's paint with the flower blossoms for the back. Make sure the color doesn't clash. Guess we'll do this then. Pardon me? I think that works. Usually I just use a whole bunch of happy essences when I do this. I decided to spice it up today. There's a lot of back and forth going between the workshop and the and your clients. It's always good to stack up a lot of requests so that you can go back to the workshop and then complete all of them all in a row. Poppy, are you asleep again? No, you're just sitting. And you're playing with a doll. That's okay. I have things to give you. Well, pretty much every single time I've come here, every time I've done this, I put the new flower thing in the back here. I feel like that's the best place for it to go. Like, you can put it wherever, it doesn't really matter. Yay! Now my flowers have a happy house to live in. Thanks so much! And you got a table blueprint. You can put your flowers on it. Yeah, if you look in here, there are also some decorative items that you can put in people's houses. And you unlock some of those as you get through the various tasks that you're assigned. As you unlock more and more Sims to help out, you get more decorative stuff to place in people's houses. Place them in your house, place them in other people's houses, and they'll be happy about that. It really depends. Right now, let's just go and look at it. Loves it. Now she has another request for us.
Bazuni, he shabadoo.
Ooh, you know what? I've always wanted a bed covered in pretty flowers. That would be the best.
Naru.
We can do that. Did you harvest some yellow blossom essences to go on my bed? I think I saw some over in the garden.
Woohoo! Yes!
I think I'm accidentally making the voice a little bit too low. I made it higher before, now I'm making it a little bit lower. I don't know why. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. Oh, no, I mean like the voice I'm doing for the character. I think I was kind of doing it more like this, but then I somehow dropped down to this. I don't know why I did that. I don't have enough essences in my inventory to complete this task. Uh-oh. I don't. I used too many yellow blossoms. I go back to the garden. This isn't the garden. Got some thorns though. Thorns. Garden's over here. This way. Am I crazy? Okay, no, it's over here. That's why I was confused. Okay, now we have enough yellow blossoms, but let's get a few more. Just in case. There we go. Some of the apples here, I guess. Those. You know what? Let's plant. You can plant certain essences and gardens to grow trees. When you choose an essence to plant, only the ones that grow in trees will be shown. Don't forget to wear your new. Let's make another green apple tree. And that water it. Make sure it grows up nice and healthy. And it'll eventually grow. Hey! Ooh. Okay, whenever you see these crystals here, that means you can prospect the area. Now what that means, in certain areas of the world, you can go prospecting for essences. Once you begin prospecting, walk around and follow the vibrations and sonar pings until they are very strong. The dig action becomes available. Select it to claim your buried treasure. It's that simple. And the remote actually does shake when you do this. It vibrates a bit. It vibrates a lot, actually. So in this area, we have some 8 balls. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly... Okay, there's stone here as well. I believe there's usually like 3-ish things you can get from these areas. Maybe 4, I'm not sure. But I think there's one more. We're getting a lot of stones. Eventually it kind of stops a little bit. It stops giving you a lot of stuff, but takes a little bit for that to happen. There we go. Trying to listen to the beeps. There we go. I knew there was one more. The purple crayon. I thought that was here, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, we can probably use the purple crayon for that as well. If we so desire. Let's see if I can find another deposit. Give me a lot of stone game. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Ray, for the raid. The five whole peoples. Right now we're prospecting. Okay, it's nighttime now. I should probably go back. But this is MySims. This is my very first game on the Wii, as the title says. And it's a very fun game. It's also a game that involves a lot of running around and a lot of various loading because this is a Wii game. And it's also a big game. That means it takes a lot of time. I guess I'm winning? You build things for people is a lot of what this is. Oh, you hold down B and the same block will reappear. Thank you! You can press C to slide the block underneath another block, press C again to go back to stacking blocks. Hold down the Z button while placing the block when you don't want it to snap onto other blocks or onto the ghost blueprint image. Hooray! Tutorials! I hold down B. It's been a while. Yeah, hold that down, then I can make sure that it repeats. I don't have to get a whole bunch of them all. Whoop. I don't have to keep going back and forth between here and there. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Building things and making stuff. Eventually, we're gonna get into meat and potatoes of this game. And that'll be real good. But for right now, we're still in tutorial land. We're having fun. So she wants this. She wants a blossom. So let's put that there. That's all we need, technically. But, we're gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna add the purple crayon. Yes, actually, that's pretty good. Oh, but that doesn't... And that's gonna have a weird pattern around it. So let's do this instead. That'll work. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's burgers and fries. You cracked it. You solved the mystery. Actually. I have one more purple crayon. I could split this up into two and then have it connect, but I feel like that's too much. So we're not going to do that. Also, howdy. Instead, I think I'm just gonna get rid of these. I have the Wii remote pointer in a weird spot, so it's I think that's fine. I think that's a good enough bed. It's simple, but it works. Did you kill any more Yoshis while I was gone? That one was still right. It wasn't to you, AI. Wait, wrong person. Hope there wasn't any more Yoshi death while I was gone. There she is. Have a good dinner at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, this is normal dinner. Oh, it's so hard to... When the game constantly feels like it wants to freeze, it can be so hard. But I do what I can. Oh. Okay. God dang it. Yay! I can't wait to go to sleep surrounded by such cute flowers. I feel tired already. We got the flower stand blueprint. It's covered in flowers. I'm opening it. Not quite. Oh. Yeah, I know I can't place there. There we go. Listen, I need to place it correctly or my OCD is going to kill me in my sleep. Congratulations! Your town has reached star level 1! Mayor Rosalind has authorized you to use the crowbar. Now you can break through any boarded up areas you may find around town. You also unlocked a bunch of new blocks and blueprints in the workshop. Did you hear? Morgasburg has been rated 1-star town by the Town Star Rating Board. Isn't that exciting? The higher our star level rating gets, the more people will want to move here. I bet if you work really hard, you can make Morgasburg a 5-star town again. In fact, you should check in with Buddy at the hotel and see if we have any visitors. You can use your map to find the hotel if you don't know where it is.
Yibs.
And now the real game begins. You move in people into your town, and you build things for them, and you make the town a better place. And first and foremost, we're gonna do this. unrelated to anything happening. We're gonna do that. But first and foremost, we're going to go. Where is it? Over here? Yeah, over here. We're over here. Because now we can break into here with our crowbar. Ta-da! It's a little abandoned power plant. And the fun thing about this area is that we can also prospect here. See the crystals? Yeah, we can prospect here, and there's actually a little bit more here than there is in other areas where you can prospect. In these little nooks and crannies, there's a lot more stuff. Alright. No, I don't remember what's in here. Oh, right, nerdy stuff. Action figures. Oop. Got some video games. Ancient old video games. Bibios games. Oh, there it is. Wait, this way? This way. There we go. I want to see if I can find another one. I want to say there's 4 in here, but there might just be 3. I don't know. Been a while. Been a while. Come on now. Give me something new. Give me something new. Please, God. Really? That's almost a D note. Not quite. Hey guys, I hope you're all having a nice Tuesday evening. My evening's going okay, I guess. I ended up getting some of my tax returns. Unfortunately, I have to go to the bank to turn those in. To get the actual big bucks. Oh no, what kind of cheese did you have? I'm probably lactose intolerant because I tend to get a little bit, I call it bubbly, when I eat like a lot of pizza or whatever. Provolone. I'm kind of mad on provolone, honestly. Swear to God, there's another thing in here. Maybe I need to prospect somewhere else? Right over here? I don't know. Yeah, I hope your stomach gets better. Apples? Hot sauce that tastes like applesauce is how do you do that? And how is it hot? If it tastes like applesauce, then how is it? That sounds interesting though. You check with Buddy in the hotel and see. Yeah. New guests can be found every morning. So if you go there that's what I mean by having time pass. By the way, when you sleep, you know, time pass, so you can more easily get new potential residents at the hotel. Yeah, I got that, and next week, or I got the crystal formations mark areas where you can go prospecting for essences. Thank you, game. Thank you for explaining that. Here we are.
Izo blurf? Yubuni blurf?
Here's the hotel.
Boo-boo, by newsy.
Hey, you didn't. Buddy, I believe is his name.
Ibru box. Midu. Ira.
Oh, hiya, pal. Look, an actual guest just arrived in the train. Good thing I've been practicing my flutes. Hey, that's him to move in. That'll help Morgansport grow, right? Just talk to him and see if he'll move in. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Now we have this guy, who can move into our town. I don't want to be nice to him, I want to talk to him.
Izo Floritza. Yibuni Floritza?
Ciao. I'm Chef Gino. You may know me, if you bid me at a restaurant, I can bring you my world-famous pizza to your town.
Steve Shamsa, huh?
Ana Yiburu.
Sambula.
Magnifico. I'll wait here while you build me an Italian restaurant. We got Italians. I just had pizza tonight, actually. It was good. It had a lot of peppersconi on it. And it was cut into 10 pieces instead of the usual 8, which was kind of weird, but okay. Probably ate too much, like I usually do. But I suppose that's life. So we can literally move Gino into any of these lots that we have open here. However, I'm probably going to move him right about here. Let's go here. I usually move him here, but let's move him to this lot next to the hotel. Good. The map isn't helping me. Let's move him in here. And then you can actually get multiple people that you can have move in, potentially, so. That's why there's a list. What else helping today? All buildings need to have a sign so Morgansport Sims will know where everything is. Yeah, we can just make this one a little bit simpler. One can be a simple one. P3s are usually kind of small. A smaller side. Oh, right. Press the B button. And then the sign. And this. Give it a little bit of flavor. Can I paint any of this stuff, actually? I can. Do I want to? Not really. I think it looks fine for the most part. Wait, can I paint this? I can. Huh. Now we'll just keep it that. That's fine, I don't care. Are these paintable? Yo! What? Non-binary and pansexual? Who could have guessed? Turns out that Chef Gino was non-binary and pansexual all along. It took us 15 years to find out, but we did.
Baruni.
Congratulations! Morgansport has already started growing. Chef Gino is sure to have tasks for you and to improve his restaurant. The happier you make the residents of your town, the closer Morgansport will get to the next star level. And off he goes. Now we can help him. We can also go back to Poppy's house and help her instead. But we're going to help Gino first of all. Alright, here's the Italian restaurant. Here it is. Very lovely. Oh, and this is where he sleeps back here. Got a little desk too. Let's insert a coin and play. Oh, excuse me, and play. Oh yeah. We're having fun. I believe Chef Gino also likes intellectual stuff as well as whoop. As well as whatchamacallit, tasty stuff. Aw. But yeah, if you if someone else is doing a specific action, you can also attempt to do the action yourself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Nainambo Bong. Chimoni Bong?
Oh. Ciao! The restaurant is wonderful. I can't wait to get cooking.
Well. Zonixi.
What do you need?
Kanto.
See if I remember which one this is, but... How can I make my world-famous pizza about a pizza oven? So we need apples, and we need the stones, which is a good thing we prospected those already. But the pizza, we're gonna make a pizza oven.
Team.
We're gonna make a pizza.
Ha ha ha!
Can you turn this off? Yeah, we can. Oop. Ugh, just myself my seat. Yeah, I picked. Do we have enough apples actually? Let me check if I have enough apples. Away from the Italian zone. It's not as loud. Yes, we do have enough apples. Wonderful. So we can just head on over there and make the thing. Pray. Game. Yawning. Bup. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this one requires a lot more than we have. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. And I have to move this forward so I can see the top. That's 2 up there? Okay, no, then we have enough. We have enough. I think. Doot. One. That around. Doot. Dang it. There we go. Nope. Now we have some new stuff. We have cylinders. Please, game. We have various cylinders at our disposal. Fun. We'll eventually get some more stuff as the time goes on, but for right now, that's all we got. So let's put this on top. How does that look? That looks terrible. Make it that color gray. I don't think I can change the color of this. Yeah, I can't change that. That's unfortunate. Get the dark red. Uniform and stuff. There we go. Perfect for making it a pizza. Make it a pizza. Get a pizza. It's a pizza pie. And make it a pizza. Alright. Oh. Hello. Gino. Gino, I was gonna go in your restaurant, but you're out here splashing the fountain. I can't exactly help you out your restaurant if you're not in there, bud. Where are you going, friend? Where you heading off to? Yeah? Hello, my Rosalind. Cool. I'm gonna go to the restaurant, and hopefully you'll come back there. What are you doing? Whatever. Probably know far too much about this game, honestly. There he is. Alright, I need to give you things. Alright. Pretty much always I put the oven front and center. This is how I feel about it. That's how I in particular like to do things. You can do it however you want. This is how I do it. Fantastico! Like it was made by the finest ovensmiths from the golden age of oven crafting. We got a bed blueprint. It's covered in delicious marinara sauce. Great! That sounds disgusting. Don't ever give me anything like that ever again. Hurting from bending it at a weird angle.
Tugsy.
Loves it. Came here and then you. Okay. Yeah?
Chavanu.
Why are you keep coming here and then leaving?
Chavanu.
We're gonna need dough. Yeah. Now that's how you do things. What do you need now, sir?
Iniloma.
Gino's back in business. I need to have seating for my hungry customers. Need a table, and we need a chair. Both of which require green apples, but one of them requires red apples as well.
Naru.
I believe we have enough green apples? That's not what I meant to do. Please. Please! Yes, I do have enough green apples. I have just enough red apples as well. Wonderful. We can also make it a pizza.
Oh.
Now that's gameplay. Actually, let's go back to Poppy's store and see if she needs anything. Poppy, would you like to be at your shop so I can ask you about stuff? Perhaps, maybe. There's the door. There's the door. Game. Let me in. Let me in! Alright. I'll wait. There you are.
Ibitakuzi. Mazu.
Oh, she doesn't need anything? She doesn't need anything. I'm so glad to be in town now you're here. She doesn't need anything? But she need more. No, she does. That wasn't crazy.
Beezer. Garkizo.
Second. Oh, could you build me another flower stand filled with flowers? Yes, I can. He needs the yellow blossoms again. And I don't remember how many yellow blossoms I have. 4. We have to go back. Alright. Back this way-ish. Sort of way? This way. Can't jump in this game. Voodoo. Voodoo. There we go. That's enough yellow blossoms. Actually, let's get a few more apples. For just in case we're... Okay. Wrong place. Here. Yeah, you can make stuff for yourself if you so desire, but I'm not probably gonna do that in this playthrough. I'm probably just gonna do whatever it is that they need me to. Table or table designer? Probably table designer. What's the special table here? How does the special table work? I don't know what okay. Oh! Whoa! 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 Be perfect, actually. Well, it might actually be a little bit too much. I don't know. I think it said 4 and 4? Well, yeah, it might be a little bit too much. At it. Could these fit, perhaps? They're a little bit... Same. A little bit too big. Yeah, this might be a little bit too fanciful, actually. Finish later. Can I redo it? I think I can, I just don't remember how. Work on task. Cappuccino. New one. Regular table, because of the designer one is a little bit too complicated. Oh. I think I can actually... Hang on, I can do this. Stop. Not quite what I wanted. Oh, these blocks work? Kind of. This is what I mean by you have to kind of improv when there's not enough of certain things to make it work. So if you use various different blocks, then you'll get different ways to actually complete this goddamn thing. Here we go! Table! What we need is 4 and 4, 4 and 4. Let's make the bottom part green. Oh. There we go. what I meant to do. Fix it. There we go. Actually, hang on, I can probably make this a bit better by making the bottom part the red. And making the green part top of that. I thought about doing that, but I was like, nah, it probably won't work. But no, it does kind of... Oh, okay. But no, it does kind of work. Okay, there we go. Nice table. Doot, 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 doot. Back in we go. I'll put Poppy and make her thing. Now, since she needs 8, the regular one I think is 7. So let's do the regular one. Making the designer would be cooler, but we already have a lot of blocks here anyway. So yeah, that's 7. So let's... I've done this to you before. You can go ahead and put down 2 of these blocks. Get like the same sort of base. I screwed it up. They get the same sort of base. There you go. Just that easy. It's just that easy. The other one? It's over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done that trick before. It's just been a hot minute, is all. So, what? Flowers? Flowers. Alright, flowers. I messed up. I messed up. Hang on. Oh, it's not big enough. Where'd that be? Here? Here, I think. Slide under mode on. Forward. Not quite. Open. I guess I'll have to do. I'm making these ones all yellow. And the back one. This? That looks weird. There we go. 2 for the price of 1! Let's get on out of here. Alright, let's hit the piano first. And then the Poppy. I need you up and about. So I need to give you things. Alright, tables and chairs. Ah, shoot, I forgot to make the chair. Okay, hang on. get the dining table out first. Nope. Close enough. Now we need to actually make the chair, and I forgot to make the chair. Like a dingus. Actually, first, let's see if anybody's at the hotel. Probably will be somebody. They probably. We don't know for sure. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Hello? Nope. This buddy. Alright, we'll be back later then. Back at another point in time. You having fun standing on the flowers? Alrighty then. Inside we go. Okay. Give her the other one. Game. Next one. Here. My sensor bar.
Wow, a flower stand made of flowers! Oh, Suki, my flower shop is so cute now. Thank you so much for helping me.
You have fern decorative. It's all ferny and stuff. Decorating your house, you can use it. I did it. I did it. And now her area is now all complete. That's all she needed. For the bed and the flower stands. That's all she needed. You can always give her more stuff, but that won't really help towards goal, I don't think. I mean, I might have to check, but I don't think it does. Did I suddenly disconnect from... Did my stream just go... My stream didn't go down. For some reason, I disconnected from chat. Don't know why that happened. Huh. Weird. I don't like that. I would like to edit it because, like, it won't let me get rid of it is the thing. You can't get rid of things that you've made. So I just need to make this now. Wait, is that the right way? No, it's not. Let me... way. Is this the correct way? And we put the thing on top. And we have ourselves a funny table. Put in my house if I want. Glasses, so I can probably... use the video game one. Screw it, why not? I like the dark, the really dark red color got going on here. Probably change the top a bit. Yeah, it's not like pure black, it's just like a something else. Ooh, I could actually like that a lot. This is unrelated to anything, but it'll just stay unfinished in my bag if I don't try to finish it, so there you go. Anyways, we're gonna task. Forgot the chair. Give me a regular chair. And then give me a back that's different from the other backs. Not quite what I was. Looking more for something like this. Yeah, like that. And that on top. Flavor to it. It needs to be green apple. I have enough. Yeah, I do have enough. I like that actually. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat looking. I don't hate it. Whoops. Do. Okay, back to the place. Yeah, my wrist is hurting. We'll probably just go till the 2-hour mark and then stop.
Zipper!
My wrist. I'll try to figure out the situation for try to figure out the whole situation for my not joy. My Wii Center bar. I'm around. So I don't really use the center bar itself that much when I play Sonic. Eccellentissimo. Dinner is much better on the table than on the floor, yes? Got a refrigerator blueprint. Nice. This doesn't look right. I'm gonna move it. Better. Not great, but better. I think that's almost correct. Close enough to being correct that I don't care anymore. Hope I'm not being too loud. Eat food. We can eat a pizza. Eat a pizza. Bobbity boopy. Oh yeah, you can do that. What do you need now?
So Dixie Kanto.
I'll need the kitchen for summoning my world famous sauce and washing my world famous hands. Alright, do what we can.
Naru.
Yes.
That's okay, 15 apples. And 8 blocks. We have 8 stones. You definitely have that. We need a bit more on the apple to. That's okay. I know just where to get these things. Luckily, I know exactly where you can get apples from. First of all, plant. Yeah, let's plant. Thorn. Clear that bad boy up. Oh, you know what? I can show you another way to collect essences. Gotta get some apples. Boop-a-doo. 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 Then this way to get essence is a little bit complicated. So this requires you to use the pointer, but we can fish. You can fish for essences in this area. When you see bubbles rising to the surface, you found a fish. Position your bobber over the bubbles and press the B button to set the hook. Yank back on the Wii remote to pull up your catch. This requires motion controls, which is a little bit hard sometimes. Okay. And press the A button and then press the B button. Think. Got a rainbow trout. Got some clownfish.
Whoa!
Oops. What else we got? More rainbow trout. More clownfish. Swear to God, like the other ones, I'm pretty sure there's another thing in here, but I could be wrong. I think you can actually get tires here. Trout. Like in Animal Crossing, I'm pretty sure you can get tires here. Maybe not. Whatever. We're done for now. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Let's do a couple of these and then I think we'll call it for today. We could try doing all of them, but like I'm just gonna be too complicated. We're just gonna do a regular refrigerator. I may look at this and say, that's just 2 blocks. But is it really? We can make this into 7 blocks. If we try very hard. Is this the right? No. One a bit bigger. Oh, not quite. That's already 3 blocks. But did you know? You can make it even more. Need the right amount of you just need the right kind of blocks to get through this. Alright, now let's see. I can probably pull this in somehow. You gotta figure out how it's all. it up. Moving on up to the east side. Moving on up to the east side. Keep it in there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think actually more than 7. So, I actually take one of these blocks and make them into just the 2, I think. Ooh, okay, hang on. Put it down there. Get that out of here. And then we get this block. Put that there. This on top. Yes! Yes! Oh, beautiful. Alright, yeah, it needs... 2 of the cement. That's concrete, baby! That's concrete, baby! And then the apple. We'll make them. No, that doesn't look right. Make them the red again. It looks a bit odd, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna notice too hard. Probably. Nobody's gonna judge this too harshly. I hope. Let's go sink first. That one requires 8, I think? Is that 8? Is that 8? And I only have 3. Ways I've gotten around this before is by making the top little part there, I guess where the backing of it is, like into a lot. Try something different this time around. A bit different. That's a little bit bigger than I was expecting. And then that on top? Yeah, I guess that works. And that can be done with... Oh wait. No, I've already ruined it. I've already made it worse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This is the block. Yeah, okay, so then... Okay. I'm magic, baby. I'm magic. Where's the square root at? Here. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Alright, and now we paint it. Apples and concrete. The stone. Actually, make that the other way this time around. And then make the top a lighter color. We're going crazy this time around. Ooh. Alright. I think we have time to make the last one. We're not gonna deliver it tonight, but might as well make it. We've already gotten the other ones done. Stove! One is, oh, one is also 8. Well, can literally just do the same thing we did last time. Put in the square versions of each block. That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do. Oops. That's not where that goes. And there it is. And as the kids say, Bob's your uncle. We've got ourselves a working stove. And then we just paint it. Whoops, wrong one. Alright, and then the bottom arc. Top part right here will be a pattern. Yeah, here we go. Pattern. Alright, and now we're gonna call it quits for the evening. As I said, my hand hurts. Whoops, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Minus button. Save the game. Game has been saved. Quit the game. Yes, please. So either Thursday or Friday, probably Friday. I'll actually get back to whatchamacallit. Sonic Unleashed. So that's gonna be it for today. Whoops, that's the wrong screen. Woo! Yeah, and Sunday I'll be doing face cam instead, because that was another goal that we got. And doing that while I'm playing some Style Savvy. But yeah, that's about it. Okay. Bye.